Everybody is stuck on this endless cycle of chasing. In the affiliate marketing world, chasing after the money. Everything that they do, they always make it about the money. But let me paint the picture for you like this. If you had the money right now, whatever that amount might be, what would you do with that money? It's not a very easy question to answer now, is it? A lot of people, the first answer that comes to mind is that they want to pay off their bills. They want to pay off their financial burdens. That's what a lot of people that get started in this industry, generally speaking, that's what they want to go for. But let's think beyond that. Because I don't think you started affiliate marketing just to pay off financial burdens, pay off your bills, and call it a done deal. You want more. What would you do with your newfound financial wealth? What would your life look like? How much better would it be than it is currently now? See, the reason why it's so hard for you to answer that simple question is because you were conditioned to stop dreaming. You were conditioned to just follow what everybody else is doing. But it's not your fault. You can start dreaming again. In fact, let me actually share a story with you. I remember on one morning I was going for a walk, and from going on a walk, I remember seeing a group of kids playing on the playground before they went to school. Now, I took a seat down on the grass where I could get a clear view of the kids playing on the playground, and I watched and observed them. I watched them playing, doing all these silly games, laughing, letting their imaginations run wild. And they didn't give a care in the world. They just focused on being happy, having fun, and just letting their imagination run wild. And it got me thinking back to the times when I was a kid. I remember I used to play a lot with my action figures when I was a kid at home. When my great grandmother was watching me while my grandma and my mom were working, I entertained myself a lot. And a lot of the times it was from doing imaginative play with my action figures. I remember I would go outside and just let my imagination run wild, dream about being this, being that. And then I would even get some ideas from watching shows that would build up on my imagination. It helped me to dream. It helped me to tell stories. It helped me to think about wonderful adventures, wonderful possibilities that lie ahead. And I envisioned myself acting out those possibilities. And I remember how good that felt when I was a kid. How good it felt to dream. And then it hit me. I realized, why can't I continue living like that? I know I'm 28 right now, but I don't have to entirely act like an adult, like every other adult out there. See, a lot of people get conditioned into thinking that dreaming and imagination is simply for kids. Oh, that's just kid stuff. But do you know that it can also help you out as well? Most importantly, it can help you stay alive, come to life. Do you not realize the potential power that has alone? That's why it's just so fascinating to observe how kids are, because kids are not overthinking. They're not worrying about what other people are thinking about them. They're focused on letting their imagination run wild, living their life in the present moment, and dreaming big. There's nothing holding them back. They are tapping into possibilities. And even though some of those things may seem silly, they still learn to enjoy, to be fully present, to dream. See, when you went to school, you were conditioned to only pay attention to who's the authority, to read a book, repeat and recite what's in the book, regurgitate it. Then you were handed a diploma that tells you you're educated. And then when you go out into the real world, you sit and wonder why it's so hard to live life, why it's so hard to create a lifestyle that you can truly be happy about. Why is it that you're always living in survival mode? Do you always want to be like that all the time? Do you always want to have to feel like you always have to be in survival mode and that every day is like, oh, what's going to happen next? And instead, why don't you focus on living out infinite possibilities? Why don't you focus on dreaming again? See, you stopped dreaming. You stopped believing. You let the conditioning take over your mind, and that's why it's so hard for you to answer that one simple question: what would you do with your financial wealth beyond just paying the bills? Are you following me here? It's so important to dream again because that's what makes life worth living. That's what makes that spirit in you come alive. Do you know, before I got involved with affiliate marketing, I was stuck in overthinking. I wasn't really dreaming as much as I was when I was a kid. But thanks to being involved in this industry and working on myself, bettering my mindset, it's helped me to dream again, to tap into infinite possibilities, and knowing that I am the one that is in charge of shaping my destiny. I am the master of my own sea. I can shape my future to however way I want to. And you can do the same as well. Be a kid again. Don't ever grow up. Dream. Dream again, because you can. I want you to think about it right now. What are some things that you'd like to do in your life that you aren't already doing? Are there adventures that you want to go on? Are there places you'd like to travel? Or perhaps you want to actually create more happy memories with your loved ones so that they can smile back on it when they reflect on it several years later. What would your dream lifestyle be like? In fact, after this live stream is over, I want you to get out a pen and a piece of paper and start writing out what your dream lifestyle would be like. And then once you write down that dream lifestyle, read it to yourself as often as possible. And as you're reading it, start believing that it's already there. When it comes to kids, when they're acting out whatever their imagination is telling them, they don't think to themselves, oh, it's not real. Oh, this is silly. This is ridiculous. No, they just go out and do it, no matter how ridiculous it may seem, because they believe in it. They believe in their imagination. You got to believe in your imagination. You got to believe in your dreams. No one else is going to do that for you. Only you can do that. If you're having a hard time right now, let go of thinking that you need to focus on the money, that the money is the why. You focus on your dreams. Focus on how is that happier lifestyle going to look like than what you already have? What is that going to look like? Spend some time envisioning that. And if you must, grab a big old cork board or a board of some sorts and just gather up from either magazines or pictures that you find on the internet. Create a vision board on how would your dream lifestyle look like? How would your newfound lifestyle with your newfound financial wealth look like? I'd like for you to actually take some time today to do that because you owe it to yourself to dream again. Why? Because life's too short, as the cliched saying goes. And the last thing that you want to do is look back with regret. So, in this present moment right now, as you're watching me talking to you right now, dream again. Ask yourself, what would my dream lifestyle look like? Write it down, put it up on a vision board, and keep that vision alive as you're working on your business, as you're going out there and taking action. Because there are going to be days where you don't feel like you want to take action. I've had those days. Heck, I've even had to take 2 years off of my own journey. I wasn't very consistent in the 7 years I got started on affiliate marketing. But I learned something. I learned that if you don't want to quit entirely, keep that vision alive. Keep your why alive. Because that is going to help you keep going even when you don't feel like you want to. Even when you want to quit. Dream again. Don't be caught up in what the majority of people are conditioned to thinking. You can choose to step out of that at any given moment. How important is achieving the dream lifestyle to you? How important is it to you to improve your life? If it's truly important to you, you'll make the time to dream again.